Wow. You know, it's crazy. Since I've written this Rewired brain book, I begin to believe that I can relive my youth, as you saw from the diving board last time. And I was actually a pole vaulter in college, and that was over 35 years ago. And I love pole vaulting, and in my mind now I'm beginning to think that maybe I could compete as a senior pole vaulter. So I began to sprint, and what you were seeing a second ago was me sprinting, and I'm beginning to think of what next season might look like as a senior. You know, as I think about my college pole vaulting experience, I had a coach, and I love my coach, but to be quite honest, he wasn't a very good pole vault coach. So we would put the bar up, you know, really high, and I wouldn't clear it, but I would come close, and he would come up to me and he goes, "Ski, you're not getting high enough." And I remember looking at him and going, "Really? Really? That's the advice you have for me? I'm not getting high enough. Captain Obvious. I don't need to know that I'm not getting high enough. I was aware when I kicked off the bar that I wasn't getting high enough. But the real question was, how do I get higher? Because pole vaulting is very, very complex, got many, many steps. So how do I get higher?" And you know, as I think about that story, it is so similar to what's happening in so many of our lives. People say, stop acting like that. Stop being depressed. Stop getting in those toxic relationships. Just be happy. And that's really complicated, because how can you do that? And in my book, I talk about our unconscious minds, and I talk about every single second. There's 10,000 thoughts coming from your unconscious mind. You're not even aware of them, but they're the way you feel and the way you react. And there's only 40 coming from your front brain that you know about. So if you're confused, there's a reason. You know, what I so tried to do in the Rewired Brain was to give folks a framework of their mind, their front mind and their back mind, so they could understand their minds and understand the reasons they did what they did, and understand the role that childhood traumas played in what they did, and all of these unconscious thoughts and how they're driving reactions and feelings and our actions that we're not so proud of, and they keep turning into mistakes. So with the Rewired Brain, it really was my objective to help you understand you, to introduce you to yourself, and in the process introduce you to yourself and how you can connect with God to get better and rewire these brains and have joyful lives, and perhaps even compete as a senior in pole vaulting. Thank you, and I hope you have a blessed day.